This evening, Amy will be hosting a Just for Kids special with Niswonger Children's Hospital at 7 p.m. here on News Channel 11. The subject is pediatric medical radiation. And here to discuss what happens when your child needs an X-ray or a CT scan are Krista Hatley and Brian Reynolds. Thank y'all for being here today. You know, when you say it like that, pediatric medical radiation, sounds kind of ominous, but this is something you all deal with every day at Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Absolutely. We are prepared for it, and we are so fortunate to have this available for our community.
And kids come in, broken arms, different injuries, different maladies, and it's just part of the process that they have to go through in order to get the treatment they need.
Exactly, yes.
And let's talk about first of all, what is pediatric medical radiation?
Well, obviously the pediatric is on small children.
Right.
Medical radiography is just a way to use X-rays to get a diagnostic image of the inside of your body.
And I know radiation is measured in different ways, and it affects people different ways. How much radiation is actually used during an exam?
Well, that's kind of a complicated question,
right.
But each modality uses a different amount. And one of the things that we go by at Niswonger is we use the Image Gently campaign.
Right.
And what that basically is you use the lowest amount of radiation to get a diagnostic image.
And I know every day when we're outside, anywhere we are, we're exposed to radiation. Mm-hmm. And you try to alleviate parents and children's fears because just standing outside, you're getting radiation. And you try to say, you know, if we're doing an X-ray, you're getting this amount of radiation, just like you would outside. Is that how you try to help with the fears there?
Absolutely. So when a patient comes in, we will always explain the process and what is involved in that, what they will anticipate when they go, and make sure that everybody feels comfortable before the procedure is done.
Yeah, and normally the two things that we normally talk about are X-rays and CT scans. Can you kind of explain the difference on both of those procedures?
Well, an X-ray is a stationary tube that emits X-rays, and it exposes a cassette which illuminates from different densities that they pass through in the body.
Right.
And that basically assigns that a gray scale, and now the computers, when you run the film through a computer, it comes out in different gray scales, and that gives you an X-ray. A CT scan, the difference there is that the X-ray goes around the patient.
Right.
And it has a different set of detectors on the other side, and it's basically the same principle. It assigns it a different density, and you get can be a three-dimensional image there.
So one, you kind of got to stand up or sit down and be very still. CT scan, same thing. And these are some things that you help with the children there as well. Just this is not going to hurt you. This is
Right.
what we need to treat you.
And dealing with children, obviously you have parents involved, so we always get them very involved so that they are, we are always sure to have the parents be able to go with the child so that they feel comfortable.
And part of this we're talking about today is nuclear medicine.
Right.
So talk to us about nuclear medicine. I know that's a huge, broad subject, but
It is.
in layman terms, what is nuclear medicine?
Nuclear medicine, basically the radioactive isotope is injected or ingested into the body. And after a certain amount of time, there's a camera that the patient would lay under, and it basically follows that radioactive isotope. And there are also a couple of modalities that do not use radiation at all, and that's really what we try to go to for the pediatric population. Ultrasound uses sound waves,
Right.
and MRI uses magnetic field and radio waves. And at Niswonger, we actually have 2 registered pediatric ultrasound technologists. There are only 14 in the whole state of Tennessee, and we have 2 at Niswonger.
And you know, most of the time when we think about an ultrasound, we think about a lady checking on the progress of her child in the womb, and maybe checking on the sex of that child. But ultrasound can be used in numerous ways.
Oh yeah, ultrasound is really a growing modality right now. We are tending to use it a lot more in pediatric cases to rule out appendicitis.
Right.
And it's been very effective.
And at Niswonger, 24/7, every day of the week, someone is there. If these modalities are needed, these treatments are needed, it's someone's there to take care of these young
Absolutely.
people.
Yes. 24/7 we are available for children.
All right. Thank y'all so much for coming in today, alleviating some fears. And tonight at 7 o'clock is going to be a great opportunity for you to tune in. Just for Kids call-in show tonight at 7 o'clock here on News Channel 11. There is the number. We'd love for y'all to call in and ask questions. Alleviate your fears, alleviate your child's fears. This is a great opportunity to find out more information tonight.